Hi guys, just got up, done a few things, fed the robin. I'm going to do this early because by the time midday comes, I will be in such pain that I just can't cope with it. Um, but I've got to do something to try and take my mind off of it. Everything that's going on. I do want to say, when the hospital sent me home, I had no medication given to me, no painkillers, nothing. Just told to take paracetamol, and I was popping pills. Well, I still am. I was popping pills like it just come into fashion, and that's on top of all my other stuff that I have to take. But do you know, it's a godsend because I've got painkillers that are better than paracetamol, and it's only by luck. It's an attack upon the people to just be see him do it, done, and nothing else comes into it. No care, no thought of passion, nothing. And it's by the grace of God that I am always in foresight with, especially with tablets and prescriptions these days. That I work in advance, but that's coming to a short halt because I keep on having repeats cancelled because they think that I haven't done the criteria to what it is. You know, you can't do this and you can't do that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And they wonder why people lose their tempers when they see doctors, which is really the reason why we are at the state we are with our doctors, because people are sick to the back teeth with all this shit. It really is. It's diabolical. And to be honest, I wish we were like America. I wish we had to have insurance cover um, that pays for our medical bills rather than having a tax pool. And it is a tax pool. It's not national insurance anymore. It's all a tax pool. It all goes into one pot, and they take whatever they like from it, the government. And it's really sad. I mean, it is really sad that humans carry on like this. Last night I had to leave you because the pain I was in was unbearable. It was unbearable. But I'm glad that all the meds I've got are all for pain anyway, and they're on top of what a doctor would give you. Because I've had to live and learn, and so the 9th of June, I can bet you a bottom dollar that all that will be is some stupid little consultation sent back home and told we will do what we can whenever we can, because I would imagine this has got to be surgically repaired because of the fracture. Well, the fractures. It's in 3 places, and they were all. One point was like a V, and another one was like a line straight between the two like a V. I was laying in bed the other day, and I thought I think this could be possibly the loss of my arm. Because I can't see it ever healing. I really can't. If I'm like I am now, which is I've got no help or anyone around me to assist me, how is it gonna heal? I've got to live. I've got to do things. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. I've done something. Oh dear. I've done something to my eye. Last night, I don't know what it was. I think I rubbed my eye, and something has upset it. Right in the corner. It's very sore. Very sore. I used eye drops last night to try and alleviate that soreness, and couldn't. It was lovely while it was dropped into the eye, but so I'm flicking my eyes today, and it's still sore. So I think either I had something on my finger, like a bit of salt or something, and it must have got in there. Or it could be the stress I'm under, and it's coming out in my eyes. I don't know. Although saying that, thinking about it logically, I've been suffering with hay fever this year worse than any other time. I normally suffer just a little sniffle, and that's about it. But this time, my eyes are permanently watering, um, blowing my nose in the morning, uh, suffering with phlegm in the throat, and the pollen's still falling. Even with the rain, the pollen's still falling. Um, I've never seen it like this. It's really, really bad. These, like the things from the dandelions, the little clocks. When you when you puff on them, all the little seeds fly off. That and a type I don't know. It's very similar to the type of pollen that's been falling, but it's not had the long stem. It's been more like a short square. It's hard to sort of explain, but it's very small. And this is the first year as well that I've had to wear wraparound glasses to stop my eyes being affected. Um, I've never seen it like it. Never. And I don't know whether it's rape. I don't think it is rape seeds pollen. And I've seen no bees this year. Not a bee. Never mind. Right, let's get on with these 50p pieces. Yeah. MD, yeah. Pretty poor D, upside down. But it is a pretty poor D. But it's not once you see it up the right way. So let's have a look at the beading right the way through. Some are swollen, but that's about it. Nothing to distinguish it from any other coin. 50 pence, okay. Lion, yeah, he's not too bad. Rim's not too bad. That's pretty abysmal. The where's my pointer? This bit, there's nothing there that's a worry. So that can go on the sell use pile. Stroll on. I can spend some money and buy things. Although I can't. I'm having Tesco's deliver my my shopping. Oh, that's bad. Oh dear, yeah, that's bad. Right, that alone can go on the for sale pile. That's how I like it. We'll get through these quick then today. Let me get these. Oh, come on. Right, thank you. Turn it round so it's there you are. Look, there's a bead. What's the MD like? DM, I should say. No, MD. Yeah. So we've got swollen beading. What I mean by swollen beading is that is proper beading, and then this sort of stuff is swollen, and there's a blob where it's carried over. Pence, okay. 50, okay. And like I say, it carries on swelling up. It's surprising really that we don't see more blobs along the line, the outside line. Really, it really is. I'm surprised at the amount of these have not got blob runs. That's about the first time I've seen out of all of these that I've been doing. There, that's a blob run. Let's turn that light down as well. It might be obliterating. Gonna need a bit of this there. Yeah. Would I try selling it on the pretense of just a blob? Because the lines are okay. That's not. This point in the groin here of his leg to the tummy is not right. That shouldn't be like that. This should be really skinny. That bit there, the actual line should be there as you can see it, but this bit is like an added on. That's why my rude 50p with a penis, that's just as bad. So actually I'm going to put that on the for sale pile. MD, let's have a look. Yep, MD's okay. Beading, swollen but no dodgy bits. 50 pence, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong down there. That is really, it's incredible that there's not any of these errors along the harp. Absolutely amazing. Lion, okay there. Lion, okay there. See what I mean? Even this is not quite straight, but the body is sleek, even up to there. But again, you've got a tiny little bit there and a tiny bit there. Not that I would tell that, so that can go on the. And I'm not even looking at the other side, simply because it's just a waste of time. The crudeness of this coin being that there's no detail. MD beading. Oh, there's a blob. That's it. Pence okay. 50 okay. There's something there with the T as well. First time I've ever seen anything wrong with the lettering. But that probably might be dirt. swollen beading. There's something there as well, but that would need to be alcoholed just to see if it's dirt or not. So nothing wrong there, nothing wrong there. Line 1. Line 2. Now, see what I mean? That is how it should be. Straight up like that. I mean, it's slightly off, but that's how it should be. Actually, you know, it makes you wonder where that towel should actually be, because the towel goes off here. So are they saying that it whips round and comes back like that? Is that not a bit stupid, don't you think? Or is it the line here? No, it can't be, because that's even double the length. And there's blobs of metal there running up there. Poor design. Just a quick. Oh, this. Now, isn't that funny how I've done that? That's a double. It's a double head. Oh yes. Right, that can go on the cell pile. Incredible. I thought I'd just check one at least. So really, I have been silly by not checking them. Right. MD. It is, you know, to someone who knows what they're looking for, that is there, but it's very crude. Still the swelling of the beading. Pence. 50. Okay. Heart there, okay. Nothing there. Lion, okay. Second lion, bit debatable. Let's have a look at the other side. Well beaten up. Well beaten up. There is a sign of doubling, but it's not as bold as that last one. (2015). See, my back's already beginning to ache. That's an oddity. That line going through the G. And it's not a scratch because it goes underneath the G and not above it. Very weird. Very weird. It looks like as if the coin has been glued together. There's a blob there with the E. No, nothing there worth screaming about. Heart is clear. Oh no, there it is. There's a bad bit there. Oh yeah, there's a bad bit. That can go on the cell pile. M, M, M. So we need a bit more swelling on the beading. Pence is okay. 50 is okay. Only one thing wrong so far. And with there not being anything along that harp, I would imagine. Now, I don't know what that is, but it's not right. I think that's metal, blob of metal. I'd have to look at that, and I can't do it while I've only got one arm. Yeah, I'd have to investigate that further. The lion's tail's got a bit of an extra piece on the outside there. See, this is all very fine stuff. I'd rather have something that stands out. You know, because when you can see it without even having a magnifying glass, it is a lot better. But I think this is going to go on my spend pile. Let's have a look. 2015 again. Again, it's another double. How incredible. Wow. Cool. I wonder how many 50p's I've been looking at, and I've just let go straight through because there's nothing on this side. On the reverse side, MD's there. Swelling of the beading's okay. Pence is okay. 50 is okay. Swelling of the beading okay, because it doesn't affect anything. Harp's okay. I really can't believe I haven't come across one of those yet. I really don't. I just can't believe it. Yet we're coming across double headers. Yeah. See, you can. That on the previous coin, I was going on about that there, and you can see that it's not there. Oh, let's take another glass of water. And although it's very shy, you could bring it up as a point. These here, which I believe is the nose, is it? Yeah, it's a nose. These two can also be out of kilt, one more than the other. But I wouldn't. Yeah, and again, you know, this is under magnification. If you was looking this with your bare eye, you probably wouldn't see it. The MD's a dirty MD. You can see it, but it's not how it should be. Yeah, because there's his eyes. There's his eyes, and that's his nose. But nothing there. Let's have a quick look over there. What year? So it looks like the 2015s are double headers. What year is this? 2014. No double head. That's a bit odd. This oh no, it's not bubbling, it's just dense. It's small dents. It looked like bubbling when you put it over here. Looks like a golf ball. Elizabeth, she's okay. Dot 2 dot eyes. DG, REG. It's when you can see the G's that are really properly stamped. Nothing wrong there, so that can go in the sell pile. Spend pile. Only a few left, guys. Only a few left. We're coming up to the pound coin soon. And that really is tedious and laborious. MD's there, rather dirty. Is that something? I don't know. Probably a dent, a ding, rather than a blob. Yep, so let's go here, 50. Nothing there really. No, off to the Lions. Yeah, that towel is really pathetic. Because there's no way in this world it would be that long. You think if he was walking along, all that would be dragging along the floor. Never realised it. But the towel on that piece there can be very iffy. And what makes you laugh? Oh look, the R and A's joined there, and the R and E is joined. I hope that no, it's not going to be a later year. They're not joined there. On that, the previous coin, that's 2014. So let's have a look. What year is this? 2019. Ah, but it's the new design. That's a tiara and that's the crown. I won. No, yeah, I don't think that would be an error. That's got to be design. Because on all the other coins, it's a design when they join up like that. Catches you out because you think that's a really marvellous fault. But to see it on both, you'd need to look at other coins of the same year just to confirm your suspicion. Elizabeth II. You know, do you think how that previous coin was older and this is worse? But it's simply because it's a large coin. A large area is obviously going to attract more dings and dents and stuff. So nothing on that one. So the only 50p's I've got now is special ones, which I will try selling those anyway, just because they are special ones, anniversaries and so forth. Alright, the MD is really poor there. It is there, I can see it, but oh jeez, wet. Oh, there's a the first time of a bead. It's just where it's swollen and it's into a blob. Pence, okay. 50, okay. Beads, okay. I am gobsmacked. I am really gobsmacked. This, both lines, this one and that one, more than ever, usually have runs of metal. I mean, this is the closest I've seen to it being a run of metal, which is there. But no, it seems to be really weird how these coins go. You've got a double. You've got a double on his groin. So you can see the detail. That's where it should be. There's the start of an error, and this is definitely an error. All that there and that bit there is an error. It's a double basically, because you've got it in the leg here as well. It's a double. Yep, I'm gonna try selling that. Let's have a look at them before I do that. Let's just have a look at 2013. What is it? The GRA. Yeah, these are all separate. No, so that's not an error. It's just the design. Oh, that's a terrible IRB. But I'm going to worry about it. That can go for selling. Cool, get some decent tidbits for food. Now I've got some money flowing. Oh yeah, this looks like a pucker coin. MD's there. And again, look. Swollen bead in there and there and there. To the point that makes it like a blob. Pence. 50. I mean, you're not really going to see an error on that because it's so bold and so big. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, I don't mean to curse. I keep saying sorry, Lord. Sometimes I take his name in vain. Nothing there. There's a flange of metal on this coin around the outside edge. It's quite long as well. If you look, very bitty, which makes it look like it's edge knock, but it's not. That's a flange. Yeah, it goes right the way around near enough. So what year is this then? GRA's joined. Yes, so it's the JC. This version they join up. Rather sneakily, I have to say. 2019. Yes, I think it was 2019 before, wasn't it? But this is definitely not the same. Because even this has got a flange on the obverse side. Which is weird. Nice JC. No doubling. Would I try selling it just on that alone? If it was in better condition, I would say yes. But as it's so beaten up on the edge, I don't think I will. That can go in the Spend pile. How much have I got in the spend pile? Must be a tenner now at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 750 I think it is. And the last one. I fed the robin. I just heard him chirping at. Oh, that's bad. Right, so we're firing on this one. Let's have a look. Pence is okay. Normal swelling. 50's okay. Edge is okay so far. Oh, that's pretty. I'm surprised there's no blobs there. Flange again. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, this is a bit more like it. This is crude. All the strings are crude. All of them. Yeah, all blobs. Right, yeah, there is. They're all blobs along here, look. On the lines. That's the first one we've seen with all. Terrible, terrible blob. Let's have a look at the other side, see what that's like. Looks like a modern one. Is it a JC? IRB, no, it says 2014. Yeah, this is quite common on 2014s. The piece there and here are very swollen. I only usually offer these on for sale is when this is all completely filled in. It's swollen, but it's not filled in. If you used to give that a clean with alcohol, get rid of that dirt, it'd be a bit more clearer. That too doesn't look good either. Oh yeah, look at that. That's terrible. Around the edge, the rim. I'll stick that on the sell pile. And what are we looking at now? I saw another 20p piece here. I think. Is that it? Yeah, here you go. There's a 20 pence piece. Let's just give that a peruse. 20 pence. Beading. Swollen, but nothing standing out. All okay there. Tail's okay. Let's have a look at the claw. Yeah, that's an abysmal claw. There. That should be a sell. So what I shall do is get rid of this copper. And that leaves us, oh, another 20 pence piece. No, it isn't. It's 10 pence piece. So we've got 5s, 10s and pound coins. Not bad. But we've got a heck of a lot of 20p pieces stacked up behind me. 1 penny. If the MD is supposed to be up there, that's diabolical. No, it's down here. Looks pretty much like a blob. Yeah, the D's there, but the M isn't. Actual fact, it's round the wrong. Is it the wrong way? I believe that is round the wrong way. Can't be sure of that. There's. I think we're going to have to turn the light right up. The edge is not right. Cool, blimey, that's full light. The edge, the rim is not right. And nor is that. That's not right. Because the MD should be down the other side, isn't it? Yeah. Thin rim. But a shadow of a definite I would assume that is the reading. All strings present and correct. But there's nothing really. I wish they wouldn't do this with these coins, you know. They keep changing the MD around. Sometimes it's MD that way, and this one is MD that way in reverse. Nothing there. That bead is definitely out. Definitely. But it's the only thing really that's wrong with this coin. Oh, now look at now. See, that's a completely different rim. Nice and wide, but you still got a shadow. Elizabeth's okay. RRB is okay. 2011. Yep, that's all present and correct. So, would you try selling that on just on the pretense of the rim? It would be a good example if you was going to pair it up with something that's got the other side on another coin. No, I don't think I will. What year is this? 2011. Yeah, that can go in the church pile. Another one here. Fairly nice rim. Very dirty. 2016. Nice rim. Terrible Queen's face. This has been whacked around a bit. Yeah, so it's the JCs that are like this. Oh, 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 that feels like a knitting needle's just gone through my skin. That's what it feels like. Wow. I think all this bone's splintering. Do you know? Oh, look at that. Yeah, no, this one's a seller. Look at that. Needs to be alcoholed to get rid of this dirt. And I'm not so sure that that blob is correct there. I know that it does appear there sometimes with the crown, but the earring's good. I'm going to put that on the sell pile. Needs to go there. Right, so we've got two 2Ps. And I think that's going to be about it for this session. 2008. What is it? We was looking at the 2008 before. I've got a funny feeling that was a 50p piece, wasn't it? Oh look, there's another one that's like it, but this is a completely different coin. This is an IRB. And there is a corkscrew, because you see it rides up onto the top. Yeah, that's worth keeping. Well, let's have a quick look at the other side. Poor MD as well. Yeah, they'll keep that. But it's something I won't relist. Once I've done it once, that'll be it. It'll go. Yeah, go on, let's do this first then. So, the MD pour again. Loads of dirt. See, that is a good reason, not for polishing, but to just try and clean up. You could do it with water, I suppose, and a fine brush. 2p. Yeah, so other than that MD, not a lot going on really. No, this is not that, so I just thought that might have been the one. Another 2011. Interesting. So here's a buff. Might be nice IRB, that is. Like seeing it when it's clear like that. But other than that, nothing wrong with it. That can go in the church bag. So that's all my copper done now. And there you are. That's a full bag of copper. I don't know when I should get up to the church to give it to them. But they are welcome to it. They'll be doing their summer fair soon, June next week. How long's that been? 48 minutes. That's a good time. I shall leave you with it, guys. Sort out all my meds now and take them, and I don't know what I'm going to do really. Probably watch a video on YouTube. So bye for now, guys. Sorry I'm a bit down in the dumps. Thanks for looking anyway. Bye.